a journey through house music, 1988 to 2004. Star of the Manchester Haçienda, Mr. Graeme Park.
I started DJing in 1984. If you'd said to me back at the tender age of 20, you'll still be doing this next century, you'll still be doing this in your 50s, I'd have said, don't be so stupid. Worked in a record shop, played in bands, and had no intention of being a DJ. The owner of the record shop bought a nightclub, and somebody said, who's going to be the DJ? He said, Graeme is. And I went, no. Best decision I ever made, because, you know, fast forward 30 years, I'm in Melbourne, DJing here tonight. Well, once upon a time, there was no such thing as house music. The guy on the phone would go, so one last thing, we got these obscure imports from Chicago and Detroit and New York. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I've never heard of them, just give me one of each. And these were the very, very early house records. And then eventually it took over. And then the Haçienda, an amazing club. There's never been a club like it, and there never will be. It opened in 1982. This black and yellow stripes all began with the Haçienda. This was the first club, really, where everybody got together. And it was just absolutely incredible. And I'm there on the dance floor going like, oh my God. And I could suddenly understand why everyone's doing this. I was playing to 60,000 people in these massive outdoor arenas in America. But when you're on that stage on your own with a box of records, it's the loneliest job in the world. All the interesting stuff now is on independent labels. I think you'll agree with that. Back in the day, it was all, I wasn't going to say back in the day. But anyway, back in the day, make sure I don't say old school. I said old school. Guns. The last thing you want when you're DJing in a club is to see someone get a gun out, right? And it was a masterstroke because he shut the Haçienda before the police could. And it was a great PR stunt. People always come up to me saying, this is my daughter, Fiona, she's 17 now. She was conceived underneath the DJ box at Haçienda. I'm like, whoa! A lot of house music now, in the past 2 years, sounds like it was made 20 years ago. Traditionally, it was made with drum machines and cheap synthesizers. Because now, everyone sits down with their Pro Tools or their Logic or their Cubase on a Mac, and that kind of spontaneity is gone. The technology cannot choose the music you play. And I like using vinyl because you can still make a mistake. The Haçienda was at the forefront of that, was the first club in Britain to play house music, and it kind of spread around the world, so apologies for that. If you want to ask me any questions later that you think of, this is GraemePark.com. Thanks for coming.